Well, hello there. Welcome to the Blue House Bull Session. Happy to be back here bulling with you after we took like a whole month off, I think, something like that. We just had scheduled gastrowery for several weeks, and now it is Thursday.
It looks like it happens about every 6 months.
About that. We just kind of completely Thank you so much for the resub.
Get out of phase, and then nothing can line up.
Yeah, and then we find a workable. You know what it is? It's Futurama. Do you remember the original airing of Futurama? How it kept moving around and they couldn't keep a consistent air date. That's us.
Mm-hmm.
That's us. Which I can only assume means that we are as great as Matt Groening's greatest creation, except maybe the Life in Hell comics. 33 months. Ventura has been here 33 months. Firefly was the same way. Yeah. Same thing. 100% same thing.
Oh, man. I watched a 30-minute video about just not even about Firefly. It was about the Firefly drama and what kerfuckery happened and the out of order and then the wrong night and then they kept moving it and then they put it just you're like, yeah.
It is rough. It's rough, man. It's rough. Well, hey, it's been a month. What have you been up to?
Work.
I dig it.
That's my excuse for why we didn't have a show, is a lot of stuff going on at work, and I have a commute.
Yes.
I know I meant this word, but I have a significant commute, and weather and timing and things, and sometimes I get stuck at work. I usually stay late. I go in late to miss the morning thing, and then I make up the hours on the other end and to miss it. And then sometimes shit happens and the office is quiet and I can sit there and work. And sometimes I'm just leaving at 9:30 or 10:30 or something. And then I get home and I pass out.
Yeah.
And that delays all this other work and that delays everything else. And it's a lot of work. And I'm making very huge progress and impressing people. I got an official kudos today.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Somebody from another team reached out to their manager to tell my manager, hey, I want to give him an official shout out. He is always on when we have something and we reach out, he is on top of this and resolves it quickly. And that's very unnormal for this team, because usually we have to wait a while, and he seems happy to help. And I'm like, compliment. Do not I don't know how to process this.
I saw that post on Tumblr a million years ago or wherever I saw it, that accepting a compliment is like when you're trying to jam a torn up dollar bill into a vending machine. You even make the same noise, Someone's like, here, have a compliment. And you're like,
yeah. Yeah.
It comes with practice. You are awesome. It comes with practice, being able to graciously accept someone else telling you that. I will say that.
What about you?
I have been hard at work. We did a whole bunch of updates to Let's Cafe. We pushed a big update and had a Halloween event. We had a Halloween event because we can do events now. Boy, I hope you like it when games make you do things on a real world schedule, because I'm going to make you do that because I'm a terrible human being.
I was trying to get them to put in the patch notes added FOMO. He said no.
Yeah, well, this time. I'll add FOMO next time.
No, you did.
We are adding
live event. You added FOMO. You are officially an MMO.
Oh, but it won't be FOMO until there are things you can only get at the live events. And that's coming. I have my idea of how I want to do it. I will be adding that. Did I hear back about Frame yet? No, not yet. It's going to be a while. First, they're going to reach out to the legitimate developers first, not two guys in a basement software. Although there's 4 of us and we're split across several basements, and some of our basements are upstairs. This is a basement. I am in the ground level of my house, and there is a floor below me. But this room is a basement in the upstairs of my house.
Yes.
Just by nature of what happens here and what I have here, it is a basement. But I am excited for Frame. Steam has all kinds of cool new hardware coming, and I want all of it. I'm such a chump, such a chump.
Are we gonna buy a Gabe Cube?
I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. I want to get my Steam Deck first.
Yeah.
I've only been failing to do that for quite a while now, and having played with everyone else's.
At this point, I would wait and see if they're going to release a Steam Deck 2 with the upgraded hardware. There's been rumors that came out that some of the developments for the Cube are going to backport into. That's why they kind of pushed off on updating the Steam Deck until they had
Yeah.
better hardware. And they're like, oh, at this point, we should just make this not a handheld. And then some of those changes they're going to backport.
The flip side of that one is I want to get the crummy one so that I'll hit the greatest possible audience.
Yeah.
That's one of the other reasons I haven't upgraded my phone. And within 3, there are 20 on that shelf up here. There are 20 cubes plus or minus 3. And 2 on my desk. I have my Jiangxi, just plain old regular cube, and then I have my Minx. Mega Minx? Mega Minx is 3, Ultra Minx is 4, I think. But these are my daily drivers when I'm waiting for a build to build and I need something to do with my hands at work. I will scramble and solve one of these 2. Or if someone comes over and we're having a conversation and I need to keep my hands occupied. Or
he does.
Often when we are streaming and I just need something. Yeah, I do. When Jess came over the other day, she did not do the thing that everyone does where they say, can you solve that? She says, is that for speed or just to fidget with? And I said, I am not fast, but I am consistent. I can solve it. Yeah. You have your daily, you have your everyday carry, you have your daily drivers, and then I have the decorative ones, and then I have the weird ones that I just wanted because I want the calendar one Fuzzy sent me. He sent me one that you can solve to be a here is today's date and day of the week, and yeah, I want that one. I want that one.
Yeah.
I think I might actually order that.
That black one in the bottom right's that thermal one I got you.
Yeah. That one's neat. That one's neat. Yeah, I need the calendar one. I like that one. I want to see if I can find a small bulk lot of like the Jiangxis like this, and I don't even care what they are because I'm going to redo the faces. I want to go back and try making a couple more of those discography cubes I was making. You remember I did the Pink Floyd one where I had like all the album covers on the. I want to do a few of those for different bands, and I want to see like if I put them up on Etsy.
I'm willing to bet there's probably some place that like does that as a service.
Yeah,
you can just order it. Like, here are my 6 images. Put this on it. Silk screen this onto parts and send me the cube.
They sell stickers. If you want like stickered cubes, you can get like custom photo sticker sets. But if I do this, instead of just being like stickers that fit inside of the square, I can do a full wrap, basically. Speepo is here, and I ranted to Speepo ceaselessly. I am so very sorry that I made you listen to this. Oh, I like that idea.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I just saw that out of the corner of my eye, and I like that idea.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Damn you, woman.
Merch for next year's shows. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely, I need that. That's a thinking face. I'm excited to hear what comes next.
Given some of the recipes and how they just swap stuff out, how would you know if it's solved?
You raise a valid point. You
We
really
would have
do.
to choose the 6 very carefully because it's like there's 5 different coffee ones. One that's all lattes.
Well, hear me out.
You're like, it's solved, I think.
We have one side that's blank, and then we pick 5 other ingredients to fill an entire side.
Oh.
And you could arrange it into a recipe on one side, or you could solve it so that each side has just 9 of the same thing.
Oh, damn it.
Uh-oh. Don't forget
My water bottle got the smell.
you put mint in there.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Also, it smells like mint and water bottle.
Mint dew. It's like mildew, but toothpaste fresh.
Yes. Actually, yeah.
Oh, yes. We need to wash your water bottle. My poor guy. I'm sorry. I did rearrange my office. That's one of the things that came up in Busey's. One of the things that came up in our pre-stream conversation when I was trying to figure out if everything was wired correctly is everything wired correctly. I replaced my desk and reran all my cables, and it made a world of difference. I did cable management. Fuzzy got to see it Allie would be so proud. I did cable management. I had a whole day of cable management.
How long ago did I give you those cable tie mount things?
Approximately forever.
I don't know if it was summer. It might have been last summer.
It is very possible it was last summer. But yeah, I have cable management utility objects, and my cables are managed. But as part of that, I had a clip light over my desk that had arms that did a thing. Maybe the fact that I tried to make them do this thing is why it quit working. But it quit working, and that's the light that I'd been using. And then mounted on my wall, I have a bar light that's very bright and very powerful. As you can tell by the fact that I am blown out like crazy and my entire room is invisible. So, coming into it today, I knew that the stream was going to be scuffed, but I wanted to do it because it's been too long in the first place. Yeah, if I were Brown, I would be a AAA title. I'm way blown out. If everything was beige, I would be a Bethesda game.
Is that better?
Yes, perfect. I don't know what's going on. Point is, welcome to the new and improved office, which is a lot like the old office, except with one L-shaped desk instead of 2 mismatched desks. It is an improvement. I don't have as much room, and that's honestly a good thing because that means I won't be able to accumulate as much desk clutter. And I found my USB hub, so I plugged that in today. Because I remember we were talking about a USB hub. Okay, yes, I got one. It is in place. I currently have my joystick and my audio interface hooked up to it. So we got something.
I bought the cable clips in 22. So
I think 23 you would have brought them, yeah.
No, I probably bought them to you last summer.
Yeah, I'm now that I think about it, like timing of life events and everything, it makes sense.
Yeah, because summer you were gone with Zelda.
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of which, can we talk about some Zelda related stuff for a minute here? Not really Zelda. Can we talk about some Zelda-thon related stuff?
Fine.
Sunday, Zelda-thon as an organization will be appearing on Metal Meal Meltdown. I'll post about it in the Discord and everything, so make sure you're in the Discord. But Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we are doing a multi-person switch-off stream of a handful of Zelda-thon folks, and apparently they decided I would be a good fit for this. Clink at the professional cooking streamer, and she's like, Jay, can you stream from your kitchen? Yeah, I guess. So, Sunday, as part of Metal Meal Meltdown, I am responsible for meal. Vocal Butcher Homick and Amaya Sings will be doing the metal part with music, along with Danny Music. And Zachy will be having a meltdown because Zachy is very good at having a meltdown. They're just
Yeah.
they're well suited for that.
Yeah.
Zachy should be on TikTok affectionately.
Zachy seems like one of those people that is just anxiety personified, that is one loose audio cable
they're
away from just
they're not
losing
always
their
like
shit.
that. They are like that in real life,
I-
but they're not always like that. Okay, they're really pretty solid and attached most of the time, but you're not
But
wrong at the
anytime
same time.
they're trying to
Oh yeah,
produce something,
oh yeah, oh yeah.
the
I will
Jiggy
say,
problem.
I will say they're a perfect fit for Zeldathon because of that, not in spite of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be using gold leaf and making Triforce brownies. And I have some donation incentives so that you can just completely waste my money. You know, like I could make really good brownies, or you could give a lot to charity, and I could make absolutely inedible brownies. Like that is also an
Or you could
option.
use a different kind of leaf and make fairy brownies.
You know, the thought had crossed my mind briefly, but let me think on that one. Let me think on that one. Quick before they take it away from us again. Hey,
Took our
hey,
porn away.
and they're working on this one too. No, did you see that like part of the resolution for the budget agreement that the hemp products,
Yeah.
etc. Fucking grumble,
Yeah.
grumble, grouse, grouse, kvetch, kvetch. But this ain't a politics stream. He said.
Get out of here.
He lied. I need to I need to put on my to-do list to set up a button. I cut a video specifically for these moments, but I don't have anything to play it on stream yet. I'm leaving a note to myself. Remember to put the shut up video in here. In OBS somewhere. Because I have that little clip from the ordinary sausage video where he punches the pile of meat and says, "Shut up." And I want that as something I can press a Stream Deck button and it just happens. Just the video overlay. I need those. I need a soundboard that is actually a video board. A soundboard for video clips. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things I want. You know what I didn't do this week in the copious free time I had this week?
What?
I didn't cut a 30-second video for Cafe. I need to cut a 30-second gameplay video for Cafe to submit for MagFest for their promotional stuff.
Oh.
We have a minute 30
Also-
full Steam trailer, but
Well, no, I was gonna say we need to cut a new
yes, we do.
Steam trailer anyways.
And get
'cause
new screenshots.
somebody pointed out like some of those are very not.
No, I need to get stabbed this weekend too, but I need to wait until after the thing on Sunday to do that, but I need to go do that Sunday so I can just corpse my way through the week. Thank you very much for
Vaccines?
reminding me. Yes. I need to go get my booster and my flu shot. My COVID booster and my flu shot.
Didn't get a code. I probably should get a code when I'm going near other people.
Yeah.
Probably.
When-
I did actually get the flu shot. They did it through work.
Good. Yes, we need to do dialogue edits for the. I'm really tempted to. Danny sent me some new artwork for UI stuff that I want to get in place, and I want to look at the font because he's got one he's really fond of, and I want to see how it looks in place.
Okay.
But so like the UI stuff, like the buttons, I would like to put in place. I think. Let's have a look at them. Let's have a look at them and see how they look.
Yeah.
But anyway, this started off as what have I been up to? I disassembled and reassembled most of my office. We did a bunch of stuff on Yet Let's Cafe. I agreed to make brownies. Um, I'm still figuring out what's going on for Zeldathon Mythos coming in December. By the way, Zeldathon Mythos is coming right after Christmas. You know what else I got? I gotta ask Clinkit and Company uh, if we want to do the Yule stream again, and if they have any thoughts, or if I should do the same animated thing we did last time around, where it's Finn and Alfredo fishing, but I also run lurk bait so you can fish.
Did you customize lurk bait to be Zelda trash items?
Not yet, but I sure can. I sure can. I may do that. I may do that. I'm gonna find out what's up with that.
There's a Zelda build of Can Do somewhere.
There is.
I think it's still up if you know the right URL, and I think it's got watch mode, so you could just like swap that in for a break.
It does, and I know where it's at. Even
Okay.
I do. I do. And then we also have Linko. I keep forgetting we have that. I've been asked to use it several times, and then we just never did. Eddie, hi, we love you.
We were talking today about it, the website reminded me because so much of it's based in, for whatever dumb reason, PHP because of reasons. I was talking with somebody at work today about PowerShell and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's starting to grow on me as like a day to day scripting language, and I'm like, I'm insane. I'm a masochist. I do my scripting in PHP, and he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, on the desktop, just like as a scripting language. Like, oh, I'll just write a little Python script. Like, no, I do it in PHP. It's a
That's
thin veiled wraparound C. What do I need to do?
that's
It does it all. There's
me
something in
with
there that does it.
JavaScript, man. That's me with JavaScript.
Yeah.
Looking through our build processes, and I'm like, can I write a script to do this part of it? Can I write some JavaScript to help the JavaScript compiler compile the JavaScript?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna replace a bunch of it with PowerShell scripts just because it's easier.
As long as you make sure they'll work in a cross-platform, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Dude, PowerShell works on everything. I found out.
It does now. It does now.
Yeah.
Even more things
More than-
with the not Net 10 release.
Yep.
This past Tuesday they announced a new .NET thing. Poor Matt at work, man. I sent him a message. I'm like, should I start writing up the tickets to port everything to .NET 10 since we're still waiting to be done with other things so we can work on the Net 8 conversion? We are. We're still waiting to get to the Net 8 conversion, and Net 10 dropped on Tuesday.
That's
Telling. It's very telling about how things run at the beekeeping factory.
There's working in tech. It's a fascinating world, but also it makes you hate technology.
Oh yeah.
You know, like we're the very weird exception that we go home like, what do you do for fun? Like I go home and program, but we're not right in the head.
Yeah.
I can totally see why my coworkers are not very technical people. Is they go home and like, I don't want to see technology at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I grew up with it. Now you guys just pay me to do this. I did this for fun for 3 decades.
Ah well. Jackson's the same way, man, with the well, no. Okay, he's a little different. He does music for work and then he comes home and does programming to unwind. I think that's kind of backwards, but also alarmingly common.
Dude, we need to. If he was on and we raided in him, the raid message should have a bunch of flat signs and sharps and all the other Unicode that crashes his bot.
You're awful, and I love that. And I will also remind him that we need to make time soon to fix his text parsing so it doesn't catch fire, I will leave a note. I will leave a note. I will. I promise.
Hyro Bass. Oh, yes.
Um, did my best friend and co-host just get up and walk away on me? He just
Huh.
vanished in the middle of the show. Oh yeah, yeah. I got
Yeah,
mine
I have one of those. Yeah.
in the living room. So
It doesn't fit my head because it's the wrong type of hat.
yeah, I get that. I get that. It's a very nice hat, though.
Like like even on the biggest snap, I just have a big head.
You know, I heard this rumor. Right? Check this out. That back in the day, O.J. Simpson, he also has a very large head, apparently. And apparently
Hmm.
his nickname in high school was Headquarters because he had a very large head. And that's just the best thing. The best thing.
When we say it's the best, the best, the best.
The best. The best. The best.
Whatever you do, don't go look up when that song came out.
No, don't. It will damage you. It will damage you seriously. Oopie, welcome. Hi, happy Thursday. I miss you. I haven't seen you since we got dinner, which I never actually stopped to thank you for. Like, that was awesome. We need to do that again soon. Oh, man.
Well,
Man, oh, man.
I'll tell you what, Speepo.
Uh oh.
Rumor is we may be in physical proximity to each other in a few months. I will bring it with me, and you can have it. And then it could be too big for your head.
You just make sure you shake the grease off it real good. You'll be fine. But, yeah. And I'm trying to remember the timing in my head, but I'm pretty sure I announced at the last time we did this show a month ago or whatever that we'd gotten into MagFest. We are confirmed for MagFest. So if you happen to be in the National Harbor area in January, come see the Hergel Studios booth. We're going to have tons of special pseudo celebrity guests just because I happen to be friends with a lot of internet pseudo celebrities. Rob's going to come by. Jackson's going to be there if we can figure out what we're doing for Jackson. Amaya's going to be there. Jiggy's going to be there. Campy says he's going to try and be there. Everyone's going to be there. Come see the booth. It'll be great. We'll be showing off Let's Cafe this year. This year we'll be showing off next Let's Cafe. Next year, who knows what we'll be showing off next year? Could be any number of things. We have so many things that are disconcertingly close to being releasable at this point. Maybe not completed, but early access releasable.
Well, there's a number of projects we were working on before Cafe took over. We have like half done proof of concepts. We've got a bunch of good ideas banked up. And now that like Godot matured a bunch and we know how to do that stuff, some of the stuff we're thinking about re-releasing as a proper actual desktop executable app and not Electron in a box.
Yeah. Some of our old games are coming
Electron
back
is the box
in a package. Yeah. Some of our new games are actively in development.
Yep.
I was talking to Speepo earlier about Fish Digits, which went from the dumbest
all of Fish Digits, yeah.
It went from the dumbest idea ever to a genuinely pretty close to complete game at this point. And I keep stapling things to it. It is
AI.
It is a Katamari of game development. Yes, it really is.
And then Untitled Forest game.
That's totally not Core Keeper. I'll just skip straight to what have you been playing? Core Keeper. I played way too much Core Keeper. And then the demo for Racoin finally came out. The limited playtest went away and I had a fit. And now the demo's out and my fit has been resolved and I'm just playing Racoin all the time and Core Keeper. Still playing Autenjo. And speaking of projects we're working on, whatever untitled Sudoku Yahtzee Balatro bullshit I'm working on. There's that one. Don't forget that.
And damn it, it's on sale too.
Which one?
Ugh. A game I want that I know it would suck up all my time, and I just damn it.
Yes, we are 2 days past Veterans Day. Veterans Day. Veterans Day. It is 2 days
Day.
past Veterans Day. Veterans Day. Yams, 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 yams.
Yum, yum, yum.
I completely forgot to post that in every Discord server this year. I made a note to, and then I got distracted on the 8th.
I have that video. Where is it?
Yes.
Unlisted.
It's there. If you don't have the link, I've got it here somewhere handy. But yeah, if you got the link, throw it in chat. I made a note to post it on the 10th, and then I got distracted because the 10th was Saturday. When you messaged me about coming over,
oh yeah,
that was the 8th. That's why I forgot. Yeah. A million years ago on Something Awful, not the forums, but the actual website proper, when they still showed Flash videos, the animator Schmorky did an animation called A Thanksgiving Miracle that we have captured elsewhere to share with posterity, from whence I stole the whole yams bit and the 3 more days till Veterans Day. And it's very funny, and trying to explain it to anyone without being like, just go watch this is impossible. So there's a link in the chat. Just go watch that. I won't play it here on stream. I'll let you do it on your own time and on your own terms, but just go watch that. An alarming amount of my sensibilities as a whole human being come from old Flash videos. 25% of my brain is just dedicated to homestarrunner.net. It's .com. Yeah. It sure is.
You know what else I
It sure is
realized?
a thing.
A surprisingly, like, a mathematically, statistically significant amount of the Simpsons references that all get thrown about are almost all from the first season.
Yeah.
Or like maybe the second. Like, it is very heavily weighted, like the first season, the second season. Like, there's, key ones at a time, but like the bulk that people always like, oh,
Yeah.
they were all in that first season. Like, they just hit so hard.
They really it was new and it was different. And I mean there still are moments even, but there was such an exponential drop off. There really was. Of things that were worthy of being new and exciting and all of that.
I blame Conan.
I could buy that. Yeah, SpongeBob seasons 1 through 3 are fantastic, and season 4 exists, and then I guess they did another 11 after that. I guess I don't know. They don't matter. Were there any good ones? I don't know. I haven't even watched them. Seasons 1 through 3, I pretty much know entirely by heart. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, there's no read the note. There's no Lisa's gonna marry a carrot. Where's all of that? It's gone. You don't win friends with salad. All right. Best line in The Simpsons. What do you think? If you had to pick your number one. It's a tough one, I know, to try and just narrow it down to one.
The Scream-a-Pillar. His thing, like, it's this and this, and it's sexually attracted to fire. It's like
Are you sure
it
God
doesn't
wants
want
this
to
creature
live.
to live? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I I kind of like
Or
Tramappoline.
everything's coming
Trambopoline.
up Millhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
At this time of year, at this time of day, this
Yeah, steamed hams.
localized entirely within your kitchen. May I see it? No. Steamed hams is absolutely, it deserves the notoriety it got. It was written well enough that it earned its place in pop culture memery. Full out. It's yeah. You're right, it's Conan. It is.
Mm-hmm.
it's really it's
Yeah.
really what it comes down to.
Let's see. This is factual information. What years
Uh-oh.
of the Simpsons did Conan write for?
Dear Chat GPT, how are you? I am well. I hope this message finds you doing well.
91 to 93. He was hired as a writer beginning season 3, became a producer and writer for seasons 4 and 5. When he left in 93, he was picked for host late night.
Yeah. So they had his,
which means probably fragments of ideas left in the book for another year or two that they could pull from when they needed to, like, yeah.
but they made his character commit unalive so that he could go work for the Tonight Show president. Because Cal Penn House.
That still just.
I know, but like, they handled it oddly. But I'm so proud of him.
Cal Penn was so good
Yeah.
on that role, too, because his range, he could be the wacky guy, but also, like, the serious doctor. And, like, he was like that wild card the same way House was.
He
It's just,
doesn't,
like,
yeah. He doesn't
he
have
was
to
so
be
smart.
Kumar all the time.
Right.
He's a whip smart dude. And his delivery is spot on consistently. I don't know, man. I don't know any modern actors. If someone's been in a TV show in the past 15 years, I don't know who they are. My pop culture knowledge died off. I'm officially old at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. It's rough. I saw that they're doing a theatrical re-release of Kill Bill, both movies together as one, the complete story or whatever.
I've never seen Kill Bill.
You should. I think you would enjoy it. I don't know your total feelings on action movies, but I think you dig this. Yeah, written and directed by man with foot fetish. You are correct. Yeah. Quentin Tarantino is well known for having Joss Whedon's problem. They both do. They both do, and it's gross.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
Shithead from Nickelodeon, the jerk, the bad guy, Dan Schneider.
Weinberger.
Dan Schneider. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
That jerk from Nickelodeon. I thought you meant the other one. Weisenheimer.
Too many of them. Why does everybody in Hollywood got to be terrible, man? Don't answer that. I have some guesses, and none of them are good. Yeah, that's the safest.
Money and Coke.
That would do it.
Which one leads to the other?
That would do it. And then the other one leads you out of the.
When you get big enough and successful enough, you get cocaine money. And when you get casual cocaine money, not like, oh yeah, I tried cocaine once, but you get casual cocaine money, it fucks up your brain. And that leads to a lot of other bad decisions.
Like tooting a snore in 84.
Pot's not the gateway drug. Cocaine is.
Yeah. I don't know. Drugs are bad. Okay. That's another show that I stopped following that I feel bad about stopping following. I fell out of South Park at some point.
Eh. Yeah.
You know what it is? I stopped having a TV, and I stopped
Mm-hmm.
having cable television.
Mm-hmm.
I turned to the internet as my sole source of entertainment, and that's when I stopped being aware of what's happening in the rest of the
Yeah.
world. Yeah, ain't that the
That is
truth?
a very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever known anyone that had just the right amount of money.
Oh, talk about something else triggering my brain. So the joke is, remember, that was the key thing in Munchkin.
Yeah,
Remember, like the corporate drone that had like 6 money but only one free time, or you'd like the hippie that had all the free time but only one money.
yeah.
They're coming out with Munchkin second edition.
Oh, oh.
After 25 years, they're like, oh, we should re-release this and fix some of the rules.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. I may have to keep an eye out for that. I ain't made a tabletop game in a hot minute. I should do one of those.
Yeah.
Last one I did was Questfallen, right? Yeah. Watch Gamecrafter and see
Discard
discard and draw.
discard
Yeah,
and oh my god, do we still have that domain?
I think we do. I think we do. I have to go check, but I'm pretty sure. I'll put it on my list to go check.
No,
No,
we let it go.
I'm sorry. I feel bad now. My poor neglected
Look,
children, all my domains.
can I point something out to you?
Yes,
You are doing a thing this weekend
yes,
in the kitchen,
yes.
which means, in theory, you have the ability to stream from a location that is not your desk.
Correct.
That is a laptop. A laptop can have a, portable camera that isn't attached to it.
Correct.
Very easily, we could set up a gantry to point down at the table.
Yeah.
Like I used to have an overhead cam. We very easily could sit and play Questfallen.
Yes. Yes, we could. I am acutely aware of that. The tough
Yes.
part is not the streaming setup. The tough part is the space to actually sit and play right now.
Yeah.
But we did the cleaning streams and everything, and I did that busted, jank, half-assed piano stream. I have figured out the mechanics of streaming from the laptop. I've got that. I've got that on lock.
And with some of the changes to OBS, if that computer's up to it, it could have two webcams on it, and we could instead put the webcams behind our hands, so we could show the stream each of our hands like a split view.
Yup. Because I did that one too.
Yeah.
I did that. I used my base cam and my C920E, which
Yep.
is
Oh yeah, you got that. You got the fun, fancy Elgato cam.
yeah. I love this camera. I really do. I
It's a good camera.
have no need for another one. Would like to get a second one at some point.
What do I have?
Just
Live
so that
streamer cam.
just so that I have another one for when I do whatever ridiculous stuff I do. Because I
Yeah.
really want to get back into doing this more just in general, in broad strokes, you know. I'm working
Musicking.
on it. Yeah, definitely musicking.
Yeah.
And then also assorted stuff around the house and whatnot. You know, the cleaning ones worked really well. I enjoyed those a lot. So I should do more of those, like a weekend productivity thing. You know, you know.
Have a garage sale stream.
I am working on that too. I am working on that. You know that. I haven't actually shown you, but I've told you about it. MC
Yeah.
did his, and it was such a good idea. I'm like, I want that, so now I'm going to do it. So I wrote my own whole ass platform for it because I'm too lazy to use two websites at the same time. Ha ha ha. Speaking of two websites at the same time, I also have made some updates that I want to share with you guys when I get a chance and we have more time to Daily Night. Sorry, Daily Chess Sudoku. I think I let the domain Daily Night Sudoku expire during a brief period of brokeitude. I actually have let my list winnow down a little bit. I need to be more mindful of that. But I have updates to Daily Chess. I have a pause for the timer now after 2 whole years. You can pause it and have it like blur and hide the puzzle, and when you unpause it, it
Oh,
restarts the timer. Same way Daily Killer does.
cool.
A couple other things I'd like to add. Oh, welcome. Happy Thursday. Um, yeah, I never I have that artist's problem, and God, I sound pretentious saying this, where I never finish a project. I just stop and release where it's at right now. And I keep going back to add things to it. I'm never done. Done is not a thing I ever am with any project.
Movies are never done, they just escape.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Spielberg said that. That was his entire reason for going back and making the special editions of the Star Wars. He's like, there was a lot of stuff we wanted to do. We just physically could not at the time. That's why when they redid like the speeder scene, like because you could see the wheels, they just sort of smeared Vaseline to kind of hide the shadow where the wheels were, and they replaced some of those shots with like the pullout cam to show how big and busy Mos Eisley was and stuff like that. They're like, we wanted to do this, but like under the constraint of having a limited budget while you're making the movie versus all of the money from the movie when it's your first movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is why Michael Bay just like can blow up a city block every movie because he is paying for it with the last time he blew up a city block.
Yeah. That really is how that goes. I don't know, man. I don't know. Last movie I made. What's the last movie I made? The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Chopsaki movie edition. That's a videotape I want to find. That's a VHS tape I need to find and capture and put on YouTube.
I think I found it and gave it back to you.
I'm sure it's here somewhere.
I think I got it back from Tobik because you were 2 years ahead of me.
Yeah.
And I think he gave it to me to give back to you
Mm-hmm.
when I had him 2 years later in eighth grade. And then I think I had it for long. I think when I moved out of my mom's house into your house, I gave you the tape.
Lord, I was such a precocious youth and such an obnoxious pain in the ass. But I remember like just sitting there shooting the shit with him after, like, at the end of the day. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere for a little while. You want a hand grading or anything? And it just talk shop. like like I was a staff member or some shit. Him and the geometry teacher. What was the math teacher's name? I can't think of his name, but you know who I'm talking about. With the beard. Sokotoa. The high school one. Him.
Um,
Gandalf the Grey. What the hell was his name? Because he's the one that got me started reading Frank McCourt.
M.
Sound probably M something.
He let me sleep.
Yeah.
He. I fell asleep in his class one day, and when the bell rang, he told everybody quietly get up and leave the room. And then he stood by the door, and as people came in, he's like, "Shh." and he had the next class come in and sit down around me, and he just proceeded to teach the next period quietly, and then ushered them out and ushered a third period in. And that's when I woke up 2 full class periods later, and I woke up and I'm like, he's like, good morning. Would you like a pass to go wherever you're going? And I'm like, yes.
And his rationale was perfect. If you pass out that hard in class, your body needed sleep because you are a developing teenager.
Yeah. It's the same way you see the videos of babies where they're just like, they fall asleep mid bite. Like, their body's like, no, you sleep now.
Yeah.
Done.
You have to stop at this point. You need a break. And I appreciated him for that. And he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. He's a witty guy. He's incredibly sweet. Had amazing taste in books. I graded everything for him because no, I don't think it was David Byrne, although I could be wrong. He did, in fact, behave like humans do. Where was I? Oh, yes, high school geometry. Gee, I'm a tree. I have to go back and look that up now. It's going to be bothering me. I'm going to have to find an old yearbook and find him in there. But yeah, he's there were a couple teachers at our school that I really liked. He was one of them. Tom King was one of them. I loved his pop culture class, which was basically the history of rock and roll. And I loved going to see his cover band at a bar one night. That was cool. That was cool. For a high school kid, that was cool. I will say that. Man. And now my school just doesn't exist. The building's still there, but it's not the same school.
No.
Not at all. It's like a junior high or something now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't even know how the district is aligned anymore. My school just
It all moved. It all like shell gamed around.
yeah.
They did finally build that covered walkway in the back to that other school. It wasn't just a path. They actually finally built a covered walkway because they connected them, and
Oh,
they go over
nice.
there to like use the gym and stuff. Yeah, it's like
Nice.
kind of like a building campus, and not like it's not just they kind of adjacent. Like it's actually like part of the actual thing now. I think that back wing is actually like part of the other school because they needed space and the middle school didn't. I don't know. It's all weird.
That high school is where they filmed a large part of My Pal Dahmer.
Yeah,
When I
I
watched
didn't know
that, and
that.
I'm like, wait,
I
I
don't
know
know
where
those
this is.
columns.
I've been here. I've stood there. I got shoved into that locker. That was neat. That was neat. It was unsettling in a whole new way, but it was cool. Man, it was cool. I love it when I'm somewhere that I recognize from a movie. A million years ago, before in the before times, a million years ago, I went on a Harry Potter fan tour. And it's a different thing when you go to a place where it's like, yes, this is where they filmed the thing. It is a famous location now. Look at the blah 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 blah. But it was really cool. But then to see like regular places I go regularly and be like, hey, I know where that's at. The recent trend of filming superhero movies in downtown Cleveland, for example. Like I'm like, what the hell are they doing on West 6th? I know that place. There's a
Yeah,
jazz
and
club downstairs from there.
yeah, or they filmed a bunch of stuff along the shoreway too.
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's wild.
Huh? I
Hmm? Huh? Hmm? Interesting news?
was trying to find yearbooks
Yeah.
because I'm like, it's information. Somebody's got to. I saw a Reddit post recently. Like, I got a bunch of old yearbooks. I don't want them they're not signed for, like, I don't want them. They don't have memories. I didn't like get them signed. I didn't really have
Yeah.
friends. What I do, they're like, contact somebody, like go here, like offer to post it. Somebody will like cut the binding off and scan them in because they're like historical records that like a lot of people don't. They didn't say, like, before the age of computers, they didn't really save them. Like people
Yeah.
have them, so they didn't need to have a digital copy of them. And they're like, a lot of those old yearbooks, they're valuable because, you know,
It is
stuff like
a
right now,
piece
like
of historical record.
how do you
Exactly.
find the name of a teacher we had in high school 25 some years ago, and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah. He was like the teacher I was closest to as well. Like, of all the people whose names I should know, you would imagine I would remember his. I remember Tim Peebles. And I remember Miss Capitosa, but I couldn't tell you her married name, but I remember she got married. The art teacher.
Oh,
Because she's the first time I ever heard a teacher say a curse word. And it was in the phrase, just take the goddamn compliment. Because I too used to have the vending machine problem.
yeah.
She said something nice about the lettering, and I kept nitpicking at it, and she said, just take the goddamn compliment. And I'm like, burp, something in my brain just kind of popped in that exact moment. It was impressive. And we both remember our good friend Dennis Wysocki. I learned so much from him, but I can't say I learned it in his class because I fell asleep every damn day. Every day.
His voice was so soothing.
Yeah, and chemistry is cool. Learning chemistry is a whole different beast when it's in lecture form.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely passed out in his class a lot, and I feel bad for it. I want him to know it was because I was sleep deprived. It's not because he was boring. It's not because I was not interested. It is because even 30 years ago, I was chronically sleep deprived.
You want to know how you motivate kids? You have a class called nap time. It's a study hall in a room with some, go get the gym mats or something, and you can take it, but you can only take it if you maintain a GPA above a certain thing.
Oh, that's genius.
So
Oh,
it's
I
like
like
you're
that.
proving your class is not going to suffer if you just have a period where you do nothing.
Yeah.
Because those people are working extra hard. They need it. Just give me a nap break in the middle of the goddamn day.
It frustrated me that we had study hall and they limited the things you could do. I mean, I understand you don't distract anyone that's using it to work on homework or study legitimately or whatever, but like, why can't I use that period to go to the school library? Why can't I find a place to shut my eyes for 20 minutes quietly during that time? Nap time remains a great idea. I can't, since I started working from home, I cannot tell you how many times I have had a nap for lunch. In lieu of a cheeseburger at my desk, I have just laid down on that futon behind me and gotten 20 minutes of sleep and gotten up even more refreshed and ready to tackle the rest of the day. Like,
Did I send you what I had for lunch today?
yes,
Yeah.
the General Tso's chicken. That looked
Pork.
pork. The General Pork chicken.
Yeah.
It looked really good. It looked
Yeah, it was.
like an appropriate portion, and I'm not used to that because I'm so used to
Yeah.
seeing way too much food, and that looked so good.
That's why I got the extra. They had a choice of uh 2 spring rolls or 1 chicken egg roll. So I just got the extra egg roll.
And
I'm like, I knew the portions were right.
that suggestion, Loopy, right there is exactly what we need. We need to get people comfortable with saying, I don't know. If you are incorrect, you miss your points. No problem. I'm good with that. If you have the option to say, I don't know, you get credit because you recognize it's something you don't know. And it's not enough to pass you to say, I don't know to everything, but it helps you build that comfort in recognizing where the holes are in your knowledge, because then they are something you can address. And with that, I'm
Yeah.
going to take us to break. That is amazing. I'm going to get that like tattooed on the back of my neck or something. That is what we need. That is 100% what we need. Anyway, that said, we are going to take a short little break here, about 5 minutes, run a couple of ads, go freshen your drink, take a bathroom break if you need to. We will be right back with you in about 5 on the Blue House Bull Session. By gosh, by golly, I think we are coming back from our break. Welcome back. Hope you got your drink freshened up and everything. Goodness knows I did. I got
I
more
didn't.
I got more Diet Coke. Do you need more Diet Coke? Do you need more aspartame in your life? Is that what's missing? Do you have an aspartame hole in your heart that nothing will ever fill? Oh man,
That was funny though.
it was. Buzzy stopped over here in person. I was about to say the other night. It was less than 24 hours ago. Last night, Fuzzy stopped over for a bit, and we did our usual habit of sitting in the same room, looking at our phones, throwing funny videos at each other, which is peak entertainment to me. It's the modern equivalent of gathering your friends around the computer that lived in the computer room or the den or whatever room the computer at the same desk we all had when the internet
Mhm.
came over the phone line and we cherished every meme that we managed to see. Yeah, yeah. That's something I kind of miss is sitting around the computer with your friends because now we all have the computer on our bodies at all time. The computer goes into the restroom with me. I know that's more information than anybody wants or I should ever volunteer, but like it's how I live. And
Yeah.
as a result, I don't have a book stand sitting over my commode anymore. I used to have a stand that sat behind there. That's where the books lived. And that's where the cat would sleep, which is probably also terrible and unsanitary. But she got so mad when I tried to change that and move them out that she climbed up in a kitchen cabinet and pushed out the blender and broke the blender cup. And that's why I don't have a regular blender anymore. Sarge broke the pitcher when we took the bathroom readers out of the bathroom.
Do you want my blender?
Actually, if you have a spare blender, I could use one, yes. I know
Yeah,
I.
I have a number of I have a number of kitchen appliances that I will have very little to no need for.
Well, I need to make sure I have space. I do have the KitchenAid cube, the 2 foot by 2 foot cube that does nothing but take up space on your counter, but it's KitchenAid branded. So it's a running joke that there are too many appliances, and now KitchenAid has come out with a cube that's only purpose is to be decorative and take up space. I still need my KitchenAid mixer. I need my KitchenAid mixer so I can get the sausage attachments for it because I think that will be cheaper than getting dedicated sausage equipment. But I am going to learn and make my own sausage at least once in the near future.
That's a cooking stream.
I'll do it. I would love to do that. I'm not trying to steal ordinary sausage's bit. I'm not going to be like, I'm just going to grab something ridiculous and throw it in a casing and do everything wrong. I actually want to make a legitimate run of it. I want to make non traditional sausages, but I'm not going for humor with it. I'm going for genuine gourmet curiosity. And I would
Whatever
100%.
happened? Weren't you gonna make me like tahini and black pepper gummy bears or something?
Yes, I need to get unflavored gelatin because I think the stuff I had disappeared somewhere. I have everything else I need. I do have the gummy bear molds ready to go still. But that is still on my list. That is still on my list. And I owe Spipo a batch of fudge, which is also on my list. But I know I'm going to see Spipo sometime in January, so I have December to do that because it's not like everything is happening in December all at once or anything. As much as I'd love to go to GDQ, I'm glad I'm not even trying to go to GDQ this winter. I want to so badly, but just with the timing of everything, it ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen. Hell, I'm still figuring out what we're doing about MagFest. You asked me a very interesting question the other day that I need to figure out an answer to. I have a thought, and it may require your help.
Okay.
I will share it with you later.
Okay.
By later, I mean now. I'll pay if you rent us a car. I don't think I can.
I might be able to do that.
I can cover the cost, but they require a credit card, and I do not currently have a credit card.
I might have a credit card that I could use for that.
It's not that you have to make the payment there. It's just that's their insurance policy that prove that you are able to. Blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I can do that.
I just do not have a credit card. And most places will not let you rent a car without. So if you rent a car and put us both on it, I will pay for it, and I will do the driving if you don't want to. At this
I
point,
could.
I know where we're going.
I mean, if we have GP, I'll do like a good leg of it. Like I'll do the leaving Ohio part of it, and then when
Yeah,
we get like closer there, we'll switch out because you know where we're. I know where we're leaving. You know where we're ending.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that
How
sounds like a
long is that
plan.
drive from here-ish?
Between 6 and 8 hours.
Oh,
It's a comfortable day trip. It is a
I
comfortable day
drove
trip.
5.5 hours down to Bucky's for the reason I had to go to Bucky's. So
Yeah.
and then turned around and came back.
I mean, if you stop for dinner in the middle of it, it's a little bit longer. But BJ can make it. We did so and stopped for dinner.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, also, you probably both drove like little old ladies,
Yeah, we
and
do.
I apparently
Well,
do not drive like a little old lady anymore.
no, she drives faster than I do. I will accept your judgment. But yeah, she drives faster than I do. I, between me and my dear sweet 70-year-old Aunt BJ, am the little old lady driver. She's calmed down quite a bit. She used to be hell on wheels.
Really?
She has a bit of a lead foot. Yeah. No fooling.
Atlanta's like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you out, but yeah. She drives well and safely. I always feel safe in a car with her, but she definitely does drive faster than I do. That is okay. That is okay.
She drives with confidence.
Yes. That is.
You drive with paranoia.
Yeah. Whoops, I forgot. You watch me here. I mean, I didn't forget. But yeah. I am also figuring out what my travel plan is for Zeldathon, since those are kind of two separate things in my head.
Yeah.
But I have other options for that. There may be people headed the same direction that I can just tag along with. I think Alyssa is going to the other major US hub. Io, right? Where Io and Ganymede, I think. And I think Alyssa's going to Io. I have to double check. But I am going to Ganymede because I have people there I need to meet and see. There are people at Io I also need to meet and see and that I miss very dearly. But I don't know. I miss all my internet friends. I miss all my Zeldathon friends so much I don't get to see them anywhere near as often as I would like. And that's probably a good thing, because if I got to see them more often, it would mean we were doing more events. And if we did any more events, I would be pulling out your hair. Not mine. Mine's too important and precious. I would be pulling out your hair in frustration. Because that's how this works. C-Dub, you're going to be at I.O.? Damn, maybe I did pick the wrong hub. I mean, there's no wrong hub, but... Can I, like, split time? Do we have a teleporter between the two? I want to go visit both sides. I wonder. Not this year. If we ever do this specific setup again, I'm going to start at one and then take one day in the middle of the event to drive and finish at the other. There's the plan. I will move from moon to moon during the course of a remote event. It's terrible. I love it. I need to do that now.
You've got to set up like a warp pipe or a portal door.
Yeah.
In each of them, and then just like walk, like paint one door orange and the other one blue, and you're just walking. You walk through one door, drive, and then the next day, like, and then suddenly there's a knock on it. Just apropos nothing, just total non sequitur. There's a knock at the door, and you're like,
"Hello, it me! Surprise!" Yeah. But yeah, so Zeldathon is shaping up to be pretty cool. There are a lot of things we are still figuring out. There are always a lot of things we are still figuring out. No matter how organized we get, there are always a lot of things we're still figuring out. It's endemic to the way these things go.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Hi, Gomez. Gomez is coming up to say hello. Hello, Booger Butt. He's such a booger butt. All my animals are booger butts.
Have you tried turning him around?
Yes.
Oh.
He's a booger butt at both ends. He's like the other half of Cat Dog. I love you. You gotta go. I love you. Fuck off.
Rotate the cat orthogonally.
Just flip him through the fourth dimension. Oh, he's a literal booger butt. My arm has a... Okay, after stream today, I need to remember to go boil myself real quick so that I'm sterilized. Yes. Zelda, we will absolutely... By the time the event is over, we will absolutely have a complete plan. We will. 100%. We had everything nailed down by the time the last segment ended. Can I tell you?
It went better this last time. I will say that.
Running tech on that last segment with all the trackers was some of the most fun I have ever had in an event. Like, for real. I feed on attention, okay? I love being on camera. I love being on couch, even if I'm not always the most engaging person, and I have a devout but limited fan base. You know, I'm no Jiggy. I'm no Alex Norimaki. I'm just barely a J artist at that. The point is, as much as I feed on the attention, running tech when things are deliberately hectic is really cool. It's really cool. Bitch about the Avatar and TMNT Magic the Gathering sets only if you address the Lord of the Rings one as well. And Post Malone buying the One Ring. You know? I can't say of all the people I would never expect, because I would expect it out of him. But it's still entertaining to all the people that wouldn't expect it out of him, you know? Like when people hear Vin Diesel plays D&D, but then the first time you like see like a clip of a session of him actually playing, and you're like, oh, no, he really...
Or, Okay, who played The Witcher?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, who's also a massive like
Yeah.
fantasy nerd, and you're just like, I mean, you don't like. Why wouldn't they be, or why couldn't they be? There's nothing about them that in any way says like you can't be into nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're people also, and they were probably they just happen to be pretty and famous. They can be nerds too.
It's I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
Look, if they're into acting, they were probably in drama club, and you know what kind of people they attract.
Oh, hey, okay, yeah, you're right, but hey. First of all, how dare you?
We were both. Hey, we were both in that horrible play.
We were. We were indeed. We are the only ones who remember what happened to Sneaky Fitch.
I found the poster when I was cleaning.
I have my button when they made the pin back buttons for us.
Yeah.
I have my whatever happened to Sneaky Fitch button. I wore it with pride. We did a night of one acts that we were both in. We did whatever happened to Sneaky Fitch, which I don't think was part of that. I think that was a separate
I wasn't
thing.
in the 1X. I did set building with that. I wasn't actually in any of those. I helped them do set building.
And what was the one where I was the drunk professor? I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to go back and look.
Was that George Washington? No. No, that was something else. What was that?
Yeah, I can't think of it for the life of me. But then we did Inherit the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like everyone was in that in one way or another. And I know there were a bunch of people on set and everything too, but like
I was only the 1 year I was actually in the play was the only year I actually joined drama club, which is how I got recruited to play that like 2-line part.
yeah,
All the other ones I just hung around you and Saraki and all the rest of them. They were in drama club, and I just ended up help building the sets and stuff and doing some of the back end stuff.
yeah. And then they did Godspell. And then they did Godspell.
Yes, they
I
did.
I did not want to perform on stage in that one because I dance like I'm being electrocuted at best and like I can't hear that music is happening at worst. But I tried to be in the pit band. I really did until the new director, the guy who took over, decided he was just going to rope in his friends to be the pit band because he didn't want high school musicians ruining that high school musical.
Oh yeah,
But I learned that entire damn score so that I could, and then I discovered it was a non-option. Ah, well.
he was the teacher that
Yep.
I had him for choir, and I sung so badly. Me and Chuck would walk through the room, say hi, he would nod and mark that we were attendance, and we'd walk right through and we'd go sit in one of the quiet practice rooms in the back, the soundproof room, and we would sit in the floor and play Magic the Gathering
Yeah.
for 45 minutes. He's like, I'd rather have you do that. I will give you credit. You don't have to do any singing. You don't have to do any learning. You guys both suck. I'm like, we have no interest in music, but you were required to take a music class. And you either take an instrument or you had to be in choir. You had to have a music credit. And I'm like, this is bullshit.
Buzzy sang a solo tenor. So low you couldn't hear him 10 or 20 feet that way. Ah, 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 ah. That was bad even by my standards. Sorry. I can only apologize so much, but I do apologize. then, and then, and then.
And then,
I don't remember. Was there an and then? No, there really wasn't. That was pretty much it because Godspell was my senior year, and
oh hey, ask Pib. He went there. He might remember that teacher.
who, yeah. Do you remember the geometry teacher from our high school? The one with the big white beard, the old man, this like impossibly tall old man math teacher?
It
It's
was
worth a shot.
he would go on like the Sokotoa rant, and he did like the whole bad,
Yeah.
politically incorrect like dance and whole little skit about it.
Yeah. It is burned into my brain with laser accuracy. But I can't remember his name, and none of us can find old Mid Park yearbooks. Your brother might know, but eh.
Well, I happen to know. I think where my yearbooks are at. I can probably
Put a
remember
pin
to
in it
find.
for next show, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you caught all the new teachers as they were coming in, now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I also have not spoken to your brother in over a year. But we've discussed that at length before. Okay, I used to be a real obnoxious piece of shit kid. I was not. I'm obnoxious now, but I was even worse then, and I left a bad taste in Pib's big brother's mouth because I had a big mouth and did not back it up with anything. Point is, I had a point coming into this. I swear I had a point coming into this. That was our high school drama career, and occasionally lunches up in the light booth. That
Mhm.
was cool. That was cool. It's been a hot minute, man. I miss
Yeah.
I miss legitimate theater. Speaking of legitimate theater, did I go post it in my Discord? I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, speaking of things I need to post in my Discord, um, one of my dear friends wrote a musical and did a performance of it that I was unable to get out to, but the recording is now up. I will make sure that that it is posted in my Discord. I will go find it and post it in the server. Called Callback. It's about auditioning for getting a spot on a streaming show, and it's really neat. It's really cool, and I'm so proud of this guy.
Hmm.
I'm so proud of Joseph Maxwell. One of my favorite human beings in First, not only just as a coworker, but as a dear friend. I've taught with him forever. His music is phenomenal. You've heard me cover one of his songs when I was doing music streams. He's the one that wrote Ohio. You know,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's him. That's him. So he's got the musical chops to write a whole musical too.
Right, right.
Yeah. But yeah, I will make
Hmm.
sure the link's in there so you can check it out. I might actually host a watch party for it at some point here, because I guess I have a community going on. I don't know. And then yeah, what else has been new and exciting? You've gotten the Hergel Minute. You've got the What We're Playing. It's Core Keeper and Ratcoin. I'm so glad they made the changes they did to Ratcoin. I am.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I can pretend that I'm responsible for one of them.
Sort by recent activity. What have I been playing? Uh, Nothing.
You've been busy. You've had a lot of other
Idle
things going
games.
on. You haven't had a whole lot of time to just game recently. I
Yeah.
recognize that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
play a
that's
little bit of
much
No Man's
better.
Sky, but that's about it.
Back there, my headband wasn't working. I'm using my headphones as a makeshift headband, and they're just making my hair go. I look like a Dr. Seuss character. It's just all over the place.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Clean out your newly built desk.
Good, there's not much on it yet. It'll be easy. You know what I didn't find when I was disassembling my desk and cleaning this entire corner of the room? My
Hmm.
nail clippers I lost. I had a really nice set of nail clippers that had the flip out file in them, and they're gone. And I have a pair that does not have it, and they're slightly too large. They're not big enough to be toenail clippers, but they don't have the flip out file thing. So I cut my nails, and then they're just jagged until I drag them on my jeans for 30 minutes. It's like first and a half world complaints here. Half? First, less than first. It's the 0.755.
Fight.
I quit. I'm going home. Once.
Okay.
Tooth. Okay, you have an unsettling amount of 45 bullets on your desk. For being on your desk, I would call one unsettling. And it sounds like you have more than that. I am appropriately unsettled, although you have my curiosity piqued as to why, pray tell, you have those.
Why? If you're a type of person that has access to loose bullets that you would have to store on your desk, how many is an unsettling amount? Because
Yeah.
not like there's no unsettled like, oh, I just have bullets. Those are normal. It is normal for me to have bullets. I
When I sold my gun, I kept the bullets. Okay, that makes sense. Ish. I can I can kind of work with that, I think. Hmm. I do not
are
have.
you gonna manually launch them?
Yes, he's just going to throw them really hard. Just yeet them at people.
Lawn dart bullet lawn darts. Just hope you don't get a Robin Hood and set the next one off. The first one's always safe, the second one might go off.
That's a horrifying concept. No.
I wonder though, if you put, if you turned a bullet into a lawn dart, if anything, and you threw it, would a bullet that you just lobbed like in an arc, would it have enough strike if it did perfectly hit the back of another one? Would it have enough impact to set that off? I don't think so either. I don't think it would have enough. Like maybe if you dropped it from high enough, it got terminal velocity, it would hit it. But like I figure a firing pin has got to have like a fairly significant amount of concussive force on it,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you don't want a bullet to like hit against something in the back the wrong way.
I see something happening in my peripheral vision that I need to tell Fuzzy about off stream. And the rest of you will see it on Sunday. I'm just going to give him a sneak preview. But let me say, from what I'm looking at right now, y'all gotta tune in for Metal Meal Meltdown on Sunday. It is no longer an invitation, it is an order. Be, be there. Be there. You need to see what my good friend Phil is cooking up in a very literal sense. And in the meanwhile, let me just go drop this in our secret communication. Boy, I hope I'm sending that to the right group chat.
Okay.
Well, the place that has started selling them didn't do them right, apparently. So Phil has
Oh,
decided to
hold
do
on, one of
them
those. Do
right.
you want one?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do. I very much do, honestly.
I may have stopped at Taco Bell to get some Baja to take to work today, and I was looking at their sign, and they are open from 8 a.m. to 6 a.m.
I am at a loss. I understand why they close for 2 hours. I really genuinely do. But at the same time, when you hit the point where you're only closed for 2 hours, why?
I'd rather have them open earlier.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them close at 4. I want them open at 6. I want Taco Bell breakfast in the morning,
Yeah.
not at 8 a.m.
Yeah. You want to be able
Compete
to
with the
get it on your
McDonald's
way to
crowd.
work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Taco Bell breakfast is better than it has any right to be. I'm going to come right out and say it.
it is. It is pretty good.
It is. Other breakfast burritos from other places don't compare to Taco Bell. They know how to do a burrito and they apply that to breakfast. And the breakfast
Yeah.
crunch wrap, oh, perfect. Absolutely, chef's kiss, perfect. Yo, Taco Bell at 5:30 a.m. It hits like nothing else does. 100%. Because I think the one
Except
over
maybe
here,
Sheets.
the one over here, I think is open at like 6. I think.
Really
I think.
weird.
Sheets breakfast is also amazing, but you can also get that at any time. You can wander in at 4:30 in the afternoon and be like, I just dragged myself out of bed. I would like a breakfast sandwich.
Wait, can you?
Sheets breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Their
I never
breakfast is all day.
I never did that.
Hey, guess what you can do? Oops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have planted that
And
seed in your head.
dude, when I was working night shift, that would have been awesome. If I could go get breakfast at like 8 p.m.
You do make a valid assessment that like statistically odds are if you're going to Taco Bell at 5:30, you're up late. There are exceptions, but statistically it's a safe bet you're up late, you're not up early.
The broadcast day starts at 6 a.m.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
hmm Even if
Hmm.
they have fresh content before then, it is technically part of the day before. In almost every media, the broadcast day starts at 6 a.m.
That is weird. That
Yes.
is neat, but
But
that
they
is
also,
weird.
but also in most professions that have that problem, their day is actually 28 hours long because of the people that work that shift that bleeds into the next day. They overlap, they're not sequential. They shingle, but this way, like, if you're on the shift, it's not end of the day, when does your shift happen? It's a perpetual thing. So your day, the billing day, can go longer than the clock day.
You volunteered a case. Broadcast day began and ended at 2 a.m. I could see
Hmm.
that one too. Especially that one seems more conducive to like time change days as well because daylight savings
Yeah.
is still a thing despite our best efforts otherwise. Also, man, I always wanted to work a radio station. I'm going to start my own pirate radio station. I don't have enough hobbies yet. Let me pick up another one. I'm going to start my own pirate radio station.
I'll help you run the antenna up the tree.
Wait a minute, I'm already broadcasting on Twitch. That should count. That should count. Oh no, I just like attention. I've made that abundantly clear, but you know, you know.
Oh man. I bought what did I buy the other day? And I actually paid in cash because I'd cash from some Facebook person that kept leaving me cash for stuff. So I was trying to spend the cash
Yeah.
to get it out of my wallet, and something came out and I got 4 pennies back. I got a quarter and 4 pennies, and I'm looking like, do you want the? You can keep the pennies. I know it's going to be an issue. Like you can keep it. It's like, no, we're good. Like we don't care. I'm like, okay. I'm just I know it's becoming an issue a lot of places.
Did you see Giant Eagle did a penny buyback day?
Yeah.
I missed it. I should have taken my fistful of pennies in there and gotten my slightly more than a fistful of pennies back from it because I do spend a lot of money there anyway. Ah, well.
I don't. I stopped working there, and I just like, nope.
Yeah, but now I have another person that works there, so I have to pay attention to things like this too.
Go get the Giant Eagle app. It's actually like they've revamped it. It's not shit, and there's a lot of deals and stuff. It will. It ties it to your save card,
Yeah.
and it knows what things you buy because of course they're tracking your purchase history,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
but it
everything.
knows
Yeah.
the things you regularly buy, and it will like give you a special coupon that exists only for you because you keep buying that same thing.
I dig it. I dig it. And
Yeah,
and she uses flash foods too, because you turned me on to that. So we were talking about that. She
yeah,
uses flash foods
yeah,
too. Because I had to ask. I had to ask, and she said, "Oh yeah." Since I'm there every day, if I can get something that I can eat that night, yeah, I'm into it.
yeah.
Like that's amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome. How do I do the jiggy voice one? That's awesome. No, that's still too expressive. I can't do it. Anyway, insert 1111 donation noise here. When you press the shut up button. Shut up. Okay, so yeah, I need to set up my video soundboard for this and for my other streams. If I did them. I do also want to get back into doing dev streams. I do. I miss that kind of stuff. And music. Music's going to take a little. The biggest reason I haven't done music streams is I'm still like psychologically recovering from my piano crapping out on me.
How old was that keyboard though?
3 years, just out of warranty.
Oh, I thought that was the one you had for like a million years.
No, that's one I bought fresh when I started actually learning piano. I had it about 3 years until it was just out of warranty and it blew up on me because I got the 3 year warranty when I bought it. But you know what? I got my money's worth out of it. It in a literal sense, it did pay for itself. I made enough Twitch revenue from streaming music to pay for that piano.
Wow.
I did not save it to pay for a replacement piano the way I should have, but I will say that it paid for itself, and I enjoyed playing it. I'd really like to get another one. I want to. Next time I'm just swimming in free money, I want to go out to the music store and buy one. And I really liked that Williams one. I'd like to shop around a little bit more, but like when I mentioned that I wanted to get serious about it, one of the things that Jackson said to me is go play them. Go to a music store, go find your
Yeah.
musician friends, go everywhere, and just put your hands on every instrument and find one that feels good to your hands. And that's
I
one
mean, the
thing I'll
same
say
thing
about,
with
yeah,
computer keyboards too.
yeah, no, 100%. And that's one thing I will say for that Williams is it felt exactly like the way I would want a keyboard to feel. And that's why I fight back and forth so much. Like I very much appreciate that I've been able to use Ashley's keyboard to play, but it doesn't feel right. You know? It's like I can, but if it's something I'm going to commit myself to doing every week, it just ain't the right fit for it. I'm just such a picky, fickle so and so. But yes, on my list is to replace my piano sometime in the very near future because I'd like to get back into that and go through my guitars and make sure I've got one that I really like playing as well. That isn't Ashley's because I love playing her guitar, but I do not want to steal it from her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And all the other guitars that I enjoy playing have things wrong with them, and I need to either replace them or get them fixed, one way or the other.
Right.
The blue electric I got from Michael needs refretted, and the acoustic electric that I played all the time, the neck bent, and now everything is wrong. Like the neck warped a little bit, and now everything is wrong. I need to get that. I just burn it all down. I need to take all the other guitars that Greg gave me and get over my moral quandaries and be like, okay, these are now up for sale. Offer them back to Greg if he doesn't want them. Tell him I'm offering them back to you because they were gifted to me. If you want them back, I will gift them back to you. But this is your warning. If you do not want them back, I am going to put them up for sale.
Yeah.
Because I really need to winnow down my instrument collection. I have gear acquisition syndrome. You start buying musical equipment and it just compounds. It really does. I don't know. I have too many goofy instruments too.
Yeah, you do.
I can't part with those though, you know? Because I'm the guy that has the Vibra Slap and the Flexitone. So I'm going to keep those. I want the thing that goes and the thing that goes chickada 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 chickada. I can't make the noises. Otherwise, I would just replace the instruments. Oh no. Anyway, we're probably going to wrap a few minutes early because I just heard groceries coming into the house and I'm going to go take care of that. But to go back over the important stuff coming up this Sunday, I will make sure I alert everybody in Discord. Metal Meal Meltdown. Zeldathon goes on at 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I'll be there somewhere near the beginning, I believe, making Triforce brownies. Going to be amazing. Going to be absolutely terrible. Please make sure you're there. Give all the money in the world to them. Zeldathon proper coming up in December. Dates have been announced, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm not leaking anything. 27th through the 2nd? 3rd? 27th? 24th? 27th. 4th? Yes. Zeldathon coming up at the end of December. Magfest after that.
Hike?
Yes. And don't forget that on Thursday nights, Amaya sings streams. So I think not only are we going to depart this place so I can put groceries away, but we are going to crash in on my dear, sweet, beloved friend Amaya Sings. She is a gorgeous human being. And
that's why we didn't do Thursdays.
That's why we didn't do Thursdays. We'll
Thursdays.
We'll figure out our plan going forward. We're still feeling our way back into it because we took a couple weeks off. But the important part is I appreciate that you guys are here for us, even if we disappear for a while. Thank you for being here with us when we're here. What you thinking?
We could just set up the equipment and just do the podcast live on Mondays, and BJ could just be there.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. And honestly, if we move it back to 6, we'll be able to end right as she starts as opposed to crash in the middle of it. If we stay on Thursdays.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Point is, you guys are along for the ride, and we appreciate you for being here as we figure things out. Make sure you're in the Discord. Did I put the command for that in there? Let me do this. Make sure you're in the Discord, because that's the best way to find out what's going on. That's true. The dogs would be pretty helpful on the podcast. Go be free. I got to go find dinner. All right. We love you guys. We'll see you next time around. Bye.